G'day! I mean, ho, ho, ho. G'day, Stu from UAVfutures. I don't know why I said it like that. I wonder if Santa has an accent because today it's going to be Australian. Welcome to our Christmas live stream special. I have to say, I'm pretty excited, but also a little bit nervous because today's stream is going to be a little bit different. It is great to see you here wherever you are in the world. The first and most important thing, are these bells coming through on the microphone? Because I'll probably get sick of those by the end of the stream. But today, I would just like to let you know that wherever you are around this planet, even if maybe you're watching on a space station, wherever you are valued, you are cared about, you are special. And I'm so grateful to be able to spend like this little holiday with you to hang out, have a good time. So if you are here, you are more than welcome. I would love to see you guys in the chat having a good time. This stream is for you, to let you know that you are cared about, you are seen, you are heard, and maybe some other people are off having their big family roasts or whatever they want to do, but this is for you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to have an awesome stream today. It's a little bit nervous because there are some other things going on in the background as well that I'm excited, and a big one if you are watching this, and I'm going to read those chats in just a second as well. And hopefully my microphone is working. I usually like to check that. Hopefully my microphone's working here. But we have a ton of cool things to give away. So shout out to the vendors and everything. We put together some little packages, and that's for you guys. So there will be a little link in the description. Don't worry. You will have plenty of time. I'm going to give you like lots of announcement time to get some things sorted and all that sort of stuff. But over on DIY FPV, which is right here, there's a little post right here. And currently, this is linked in the description. And anytime someone asks in the chat, how do I enter these giveaways, please let them know. This is down here. Just leave a comment on that post. That is it. Don't do anything else. And then you are entered, and I'll be able to, I've built like this little tool here, or the DIY FPV team. We've built a little tool that'll go through and we can pick some winners on stream. We've got like, should I tell you? Well, we have some really cool stuff. I'm talking like whole digital systems to give away. We have some cool like apparel. We have some like gift cards or some other choices. We've got some radios. So we've got some awesome prizes for you guys in the FPV community. And just to say thanks. Now, I need to catch back up on the chat because I know we just started, but there were some crazy people before the stream that I want to give a shout out to. And that's Johnny DRC. He said, "Hey, Stu, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to Stu and your family." So he sent through a little super chat there as well. And so did Handy Racer. Thank you very much. They sent those through before the stream started, and it is greatly appreciated. I did try to set up a little goal on my end too. I think I had like a little fundraising goal. I don't know where that was. That was to try and buy a board game, but we will see. I don't know. I'm not too versed in how all this YouTube stuff, in terms of like adding these extra fancy whistles and bells onto your live stream. Usually I just point the camera at myself and we start talking. Now I can see XJet here as well. I saw Kiz. I can see Dodgy. I can see Anthony Zane. Happy Flyer RC. We got Matt in here as well. Someone saying, what is Boxing Day? People call it's Unboxing Day, Chris, in the USA. Okay, Boxing Day is that not a national day? Like an international day? I know it's Boxing Day here in Australia. Yesterday was Christmas, but I think most of my viewers come from overseas, so it is probably still Christmas. I know for a lot of the USA viewers out there, which is why we're doing this stream here today for you guys to hang out, have a good time. If it is Boxing Day, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in as well. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas, and it is great to have you here. It's about 10 million degrees right now, so this is definitely a little bit too warm. We're going to talk about this like cool I got probably the coolest drone sweater that I've ever seen that I will never wear, because in the state where I live, it is you get about 1 week of winter per year, and that is like a very, very mild winter. And XJet saying it's almost Christmas. We've got 364 days to go. Other Dodgies here saying it's a British thing. I hope you're still flying, Dodgy. Please let me know when was the last time you actually went flying. I know you got into a bit of biking there for a while, so it'd be cool to see what you're up to in the drone world. It looks like my camera is exploding as well. Listen to all the blimp boom boom doop doop. Oh, there we go. This is off to a fantastic start. We will see what happens. It looks like we might be coming back online. Look at this. It's in. I should have mentioned London because there we go. Let's see if we click this button and we're back. Fantastic. There we go. Nothing like some Christmas elves here. This is just making it even more special. Now, what we should probably talk about first, because I do want to talk a little bit about drones as well, but this is just your stream. This is just like friends hanging out. My plan is to cover some of these topics, but it is going to be different than usual. What have we got here? I've got some notes written down. I could have been more organized. I know, but I felt like this was like just friends and family hanging out. That's what you guys are like, just hanging out with my UAVfutures family. So we will probably touch on the FCC ban. It'll be great if we could get some of XJet's insights as well. Maybe if he has any insider knowledge. Bruce, I haven't watched your video actually just yet. I kind of did my video and then I went and I had to go visit my grandma, and shout out to grandma. It's actually her birthday today. I need to give her a buzz as well. And so we're going to be talking about some DJI stuff. We're going to be talking about some FCC stuff. That is kind of negative. I'm not too pumped to be like, here's the news, here's what we're talking about. Or if I was a Kiwi, the weekly, not so weekly news. We're going to be talking about a developer kit from Newbie Drone, which I'm pretty excited about actually, and I hope that I can talk about it. I want to talk about some of the awesome things that we've got to give away. And I still need to check my phone too, because there could be some other things coming through in just a little while. Some extra giveaway prizes. I might even play some video games on stream. I'm going to open up one of my Christmas presents that are what I got for Christmas as well. So I'll be talking about that. And then, yeah, Johnny DRC is saying Stu organized with a bit of a question mark. That is exactly what my wife said as well. And I was up early sitting at this computer, and I was like, I haven't done some of these, like putting this banner down the bottom, this Xmas thing. That has not really been done since back in the COVID days, when that was all we could do, was when we could stream. So I was trying to rack my brain, trying to think about that. There was some little super chat donation bar, which obviously doesn't seem to be showing up. So if you have sent through some of those donations, thank you very much. I'll keep a mental tally right here. I think we're up to $7. There we go, $7. Thank you very much to those people. We got Merry Christmas. That's coming up from TFPV, and Happy Fly RC says the second the FCC ban vote, if we have 3, we can pass it. I don't actually understand what that means there. And let's help Brad saying UAV, how to go in the giveaway. And then luckily I have this scrolling text on the bottom, which hopefully people can see. And look at this, my hand can even bring it along here. Am I skilled enough to do this? Oh, bang. There we go. So that is how you do it, my friend. It links to this right here. Let me jump over. This is where the giveaways are going to take place. Simply just like put a post here. Fantastic to all these people. And we're going to be able to draw some winners from this post right here. This is where it is. This post is linked in the description. That way, make sure you've got an account there, because that's how I'm going to contact you. This is my website, DIYFPV. You can go check it out. I think it's pretty amazing. And that is there for you guys as well. Okay. Now I need to like calm down a little bit, relax. It seems like we've all got this sorted. And I don't feel as much stress actually for this stream to our normal weekly one. Matt says, I just covered the news on the RC Noob podcast. It's getting so close to throwing in the towel every time this hobby becomes harder to get to. I guess we're talking about the FCC right there, and we will talk that. XJet said that we should just ban the FCC. Okay. And what board game am I trying to buy? This is, you know what? I can actually show you this. And this is what this is my goal, that we're $7 closer to getting to this, which is This right here, a Vampire Survivors board game. So this is it looks like my camera is exploding here. We probably should be saying, hey, let's get a new camera, but I don't know if I want to press play if I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything like that on here as well. But let's see. Maybe we can we mute this? No sound. Sound off. Here we go. I'll just narrate what's going to happen. Does this not want to play? Here we go. Here's the board game that this is what I would like to play one day. This is my Christmas goal, but today's stream it is all about you guys having a good time, hanging out. So anyway, that's what we're going to be working on. Let's see if we can get my camera working right here. Do I dare click some of these buttons and what happens if we open up this? Can you guys hear that? Boop, boop, boop. Camera connection was lost. Someone's saying exciting. Funny how autocorrect can't spell Christmas. Okay, let's see. When we do this, we'll also be answering a few of your Christmas streams. This stream is really just to hang out, have a good time. Imagine I am sitting in your lounge room. What would we be doing? Someone says, is it tradition to drink eggnog here? No. I don't think I have ever drunk eggnog in my life. Maybe once someone said, "Hey, try that." I imagine it's just like custard. I don't know. It is definitely not a tradition right here. So yes, that's what are some of our traditions? We have what's called a pavlova, which look, it's probably a Kiwi dessert, but we'll steal it here in Australia. We have some pavlova. We have a lot of prawns, which is, as Americans like to call it, like shrimp on the barbecue, but we don't put them really on the barbecue. There's usually just like a big plate of shrimp that everybody gets. And to be honest, it's not my favorite. I mean, it's okay, but a lot of people seem to really make a big deal about it. And it's like people will be lining up at 2 a.m. to go and buy tons and tons of prawns or tons and tons of shrimp. We have some roasts. We usually have like a roast ham, and then that's about it. We do some bonbons. We put some hats on, and yeah, that's it. I don't know. Is there any other strange? We don't drag in any Yule logs or anything like that around here. So yes, maybe a little bit different. And it is you always need the air conditioning on because it is like so hot and so warm, which does not go well with like big hot roasts and roast beefs and roast pork and all those sorts of things when you're here in Australia. It is like I don't also have a roast chook as well. You guys know what a chook is? Put that in the chat if you don't know what a chook is. Roast chook. Yeah. I hoped I signed up for your giveaway in the right spot. I don't see it in the description. Am I I'm gonna have to double check this. Maybe I'm going crazy. I want to make sure I do have that though. Holiday stream. Giveaway post here, and there is a link, and then it says read that. That is definitely there, my friends. Hi Stu, can you please show me how to update the ELRS on the Mobula 8 HD0 all-in-one? Not really. If I don't know specifically about the ELRS, like if that is different to update, because when you're going to update your firmware, we all know how to like just flash the latest firmware to the board. I don't know how that updates with the integrated, if it is an all-in-one integrated firmware. Maybe someone else can give me some advice right there. What does it say on the wiki? We can have a look at the wiki actually. The LRS has one of the best wikis I have ever seen. Let's have a squeeze. Then we should do a giveaway. We'll start it with a giveaway. Software. Okay, let's have a look here. Updating, testing, updating. Betaflight pass through. Wi-Fi, which, you know what, maybe someone else can if this was a receiver, I could definitely help you, like a plain receiver, but it is an all-in-one and it's built in. I guess my other advice too is, yeah, exactly. I'm agreeing with XJet right here. If it works, don't fix it. If it cannot bind, okay. If you're on like version, I think 2 is. Well, I know they've got 4 just about to release, but and then you've got version 3 on your radio. Okay, but if it is working and it is bound, do not fix it. Do not mess with it, especially when it comes to binding and receivers. That out of everything, I feel is the most convoluted special magic that there is. Dodgy Sam, would it use pass-through? I don't know. I can't. That would be a bit of a deep dive experimenting, going downstairs, plugging some things in, seeing what would work. That would take me a little while. And then Toasted is saying, Toasted Pixel Game Dev, hey Stu, haven't flown outside my backyard yet. Is it worth getting a CASA license, or should I just send it to a quiet park near me? Now, like any person who is on the internet, I would say you should always follow your local laws, rules, and regulations. Now, if you went somewhere where you were going to fly, and I'm not talking about Australia, and if you were, here's what I have heard other people do. I'm not saying that you should do this, but if you went to the park and you were flying around and you are not flying near people and you are not bothering people and you're not flying over property or roads or anything like that, and there is no one around to see you flying, were you actually flying at all? I don't know. That's quite what an interesting question. So, the best place probably to ask for an official response would be to write to your local club. I know Australia's got some really cool clubs here, like FPV Rebels here in Brisbane. You could write to them and say, hey, what's the deal with flying? How do you organize race days? What insurance do I need? Those sorts of things as well. So that would be my recommendation there, Mr. Game Dev. And then someone sounded it correctly. I'm really glad I got familiar with the site. It's very helpful. Thank you very much there. I'm glad you're enjoying DIY FPV. My parent, this is from Dodgy. My parents used to say, I'm not telling you to behave, just don't get caught. Yeah, well, my as a public figure, I'd say always follow local laws, rules, regulations. Don't forget to swing your head so we can hear those Christmas bells. All right. Shall we do our first giveaway before we talk about the FCC stuff? Maybe you guys let me know if you'd like to put some little love hearts or put a yes or a no if you want to do a giveaway now. Now, here's the question. We have a finite number of prizes. If you win, you are not in the following draws. And we're probably going to start we've got some big ones towards the end, and we've got some lighter ones towards the start. And I don't want this is what we need to weigh up. Do you want more people in there, and then maybe do we draw it now while there's less people, and maybe they win the beginner prize, which means you're still in here for the long run? Or will you be happy if you win the first prize? We'll see what chat says as well. What about updating the HD0 system on the Mobula 8? Is that a separate process? No, I think updating that, just update the firmware on the board. Again, this is when it comes to all-in-one boards, I am not, especially the HD0 system, I don't know about that. Which I really wish I could be more help. There's probably like the two thing, an all-in-one board with ELRS, and then with HD0, which out of all the systems, I have the least amount of experience with. I'm sorry. I'm still using like my old VRX, this right here. And I have like 2 HD0 VTXs in the entire place. I have one from like a tiny little Emax Eco, I think, or a Nano Scout, and then another one. Someone, Spruny saying yes, let's go. Other people saying yes, Merry Christmas from the UK. And that's from Kev as well. Okay, let's do the first giveaway then. So this is from Newbie Drone, and I'm just double checking because I was still organizing some things this morning. We'll see. I've just got to confirm something. This is like maybe adding extra things to this. Amazing. All right, we might be getting some more prizes in as we speak, but let's start the first one. So this is, let's go to this website. We should probably give them some shout outs. Do they actually even have these? Okay. Ooh, that's kind of cool. All right, so the first prize. Oh, this one's from Daytona Jim. Thank you very much there for that super chat donation coming through and saying Merry Christmas. I'm keeping a little tally here because we do have a total that I'm secretly trying to get to. So we're on $12 so far, guys, towards the Christmas miracle. But this is the first prize. If you guys would like this, Daytona Jim, everybody, make sure you have entered this. And once you have entered once, don't worry, you're going to be in the running for all subsequent prizes that are going to be on here. Head over to DIY and put a post on this. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I refresh this, let's see. Maybe more people have posted since I do. Okay, we've got 18. We've got 18 people that are in here. So if we did every single giveaway right now, that's like a 50% odds that you're going to win something. So the first one, this is from Newbie Drone, and shout out to them because I did just respond to them like about 20 minutes before the stream started, and was like, yo, would you like to join in on this holiday spirited, just connecting with people, hanging out, having a good time, hanging out with people on Christmas? Let's see what we can give away for them. Let's have a look. So, and you are everybody in. I'm just reading some of the chat as well here. Everybody who is in here is valued, is cared about. And just to let them know and to prove that point, that is why we are here as a family, hanging out, just making these connections because you are valued, you are cared about. Now, let's do this giveaway. So this is from Newbie Drone. Shout out to Newbie Drone. They make some really cool whoops. I think one of the fastest ones we have ever seen was the Hummingbird drone. That was crazy. That's where I think we got close to 80, I think it might have been 87 kilometers per hour. So some insane speeds there from a little whoop. Very short flight times, but an extremely nimble, like 16-gram drone. But let's do it as a bit of a giveaway. Now I'm going to get up my special giveaway tool right here. You'll be able to see just how it works. It'll all be done live. And here we go. Perfect. So here's what we're going to be doing. And I'm going to write these down as well. If I jump over here, we've built this little giveaway tool over here on DIY and we're going to put this post in here. So copy link. This is for a t-shirt and a hat, and this will ship out from Newbie Drone. And I should probably say before we draw this, if you win, I don't want to hear, this is what I would tell my kids. If my kids were like, oh, I wanted the other prize, I don't want that. If you get upset about getting a free hat and a free t-shirt, come on, that's not what Christmas is all about. So let's see who is the first winner. And we're going to load all our entries in here. Okay, here's our eligible users. And now we're about to draw a winner. Good luck, everybody. Let's do this. Let's see who's going to win. I'll even get a nice little sound effect here. All right, Mr. Manny from here we go. Let's see. If I click on this profile, I can copy this I will send you a message. Look at this. He was last seen today. It looks like maybe he just joined. So congratulations. I'm going to write this down. Alrighty. That is there. Maybe I need some bonus points, like if you actually have a profile and if you put your pin on there and everything like that as well. So there we go. That's you have just won for our first prize, and I'll scratch this off the list. One of these t-shirts here. I think it's a t-shirt and a hat from Newbie Drone. I don't know what specific one it is. You can probably talk to them about it. I will contact you, get your email, send it over to them. All right. But I digress. Let's continue. Someone says, as long as you can choose the size, I'll be happy. Yeah, you can. Actually, check this out. So we're gonna move on, and I got sent a Christmas sweater, like an ugly sweater. I don't know if that's something that it doesn't really happen in Australia, but it seems like in a lot of other places in the world, you get Christmas sweaters. Check this out. Now, I don't know. I love this sweater. I don't know when I will ever get to wear it because it is already like melting. And unless I'm overseas for a Christmas, when this would be the perfect time. But check out this amazing drone sweater that turned up from anti-gravity. Like, I don't know. I think this is incredible. And dare I say, it feels like real material. As strange as that sounds, this does not feel, I think it's not just a plastic Temu jumper. It doesn't feel like that at all. So yeah, I thought this was kind of a rad jumper. I would wear that if I was over in America right now or somewhere where it's snowing. This is the jumper that I would have on. Except they sent 2XL, so it's kind of feels like I need some shoulder pads to fill that. It is a huge jumper. All right. Mr. D saying, that's a nice sweater. I dig this sweater. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I agree. It is pretty sweet. You know, I actually got some really interesting non-drone things that turned up in the post. I got another thing from Radio Master, which I'll show a little bit later when we're talking about them as well, because we may have some radios to give away as well. Got some cool things. Okay, do you want to talk about a first drone topic? Let's talk. Seeing we are at Newbie Drone, which is right here. We just did a little giveaway. Do they have I think it's called the long range. Let's see what we can find. Or a dev kit. Here we go. I am excited to try this out actually. So this is a 3-inch long range all-in-one developer kit, which is going to be the first time that I have flown on one. I think it's an 18650 that you put inside here. It's got GPS on the back. I am genuinely excited to test this craft out because it's unlike anything else that I have in the studio downstairs. It is almost like a flying battery. What videos? It's got to be an analog video system, right? I can actually have a look because we got it right here. So let's see. Someone's saying that the 80s called and they want their shoulder pads back. Yeah, that's what it felt like when I was having that there. Alrighty. Let's see. What do we get? I gotta make sure I don't lose any of these parts actually. So this looks like our all-in-one board for flight controller, not broken antenna, but battery system, and our VTX. This is almost everything, the entire brains and heart of the drone. I do get some tiny little plugs. I wonder if this is the entire kit, because we've got the frame, we've got the camera, but do I have any motors? Does it come with motors? Yep. Okay, they're absolutely tiny as well. We've got the little motors inside here. I thought that might have been like a stack or something, but no, that's in there. And then this is, this must have been a bonus. Surely you don't get this in the kit as well. So some 3000 milliamp 18650s. Does it say that you get one of those? I mean, that's the battery that we have. Okay, so you mustn't get these batteries in the kit. I'm very grateful that they did send some batteries to use. I'm pretty excited about the flight times we should get to. Yeah, anyway, just a genuinely exciting project that I am looking forward to building, seeing how it goes. Recommended batteries. Okay, so it must not be included. Does it say the flight time? Have you guessed as what you think the flight time would be on these? Have you tried out the new ArtLink system from Beta FPV? If so, how does it compare to the Ascent system? We will talk about that in just a little bit there. Tesla cells are really good and long lasting. What flight controller does this come with? It's hard to find good 1S boards. This would not be a board that you want. This is like everything. So flight controller, ESCs, VTX, everything built in one, and it is a very specific shape. This is built specifically for this drone and this frame here. Do not get this. This is like just made for this. It is almost like a purpose-made board. Do not get that. Just there's plenty of 1S Whoop boards out there. Newbie Drone probably has some actually. And then we're going to do another giveaway here. Let's see. Flight controllers, ESCs. And if we're looking for 1S, it's got ELRS. We've got the HC0 systems. But also, I guess it depends what you're using. But like this is a pretty common flight controller right here. Does that have that should have a VTX on here? Yes. So that's what's out of the Hummingbird. So you could use that. Okay. Mr. D says 20 bucks says I could make it work with a bunch of frames. Yep, you could. It's just not, it wouldn't be my first choice. I would take something with standardized mounting patterns versus the developer kit that we're going to have to build with this. Alrighty, let's quickly talk about this question here. Have I tried, this is from Toasted Pixel. Have you tried the new ArtLink system from Beta FPV yet? How does it compare to the Ascent system? We actually have some Ascent systems to give away, which I'm excited about in just a little bit. That will be like the goggles and also the VTX. But specifically regarding this question, and I should probably put these facts out here or these precursors prior to what you're about to hear. I have flown both of these. I flew the Cadex Ascent system months ago, well before, like I have a very, very early version firmware. And I have also flown the latest ArtLink system from Beta FPV. Between the two, if we are just talking specifically about the FPV system inside, I had a much better time with the ArtLink system. And that was in terms of, not so much, I felt like maybe the Ascent's image looked really good, but it was not reliable for me on those early firmwares, especially on 25 milliwatts. It would drop out and it would stutter. And mine would go black and white. Yours will not do that at all. Like apparently that's like how that shows just how old my firmware is. And I kind of don't want to update it because I don't think you can ever go back to that early firmware. I like having that. But the ArtLink system, that was on 200 milliwatts and it is a significantly more stable picture. They both have latency. I felt like the Ascent system was much more varied in like it would have a bit of a range as you were flying. The ArtLink system, it was a much more solid, robust link. that I enjoyed flying around more. That would be what I would choose to fly. But all the other parts that go around that were not as well refined as Cadex, if that makes sense. It's like you can. I'm trying to think of like a food analogy. If you bought a pizza, the ArtLink pizza would taste amazing, but it comes in a cardboard box and you've got to eat it on a bus next to people, but while you're standing up in the subway trying to get home, like that's how you get to eat it, but the pizza tastes good. Whereas the Ascent system, you get delivered a pizza in a nice restaurant, you can sit down and it's got a lot of garnishes and it comes with a drink and everything, but the actual pizza itself isn't as tasty as what you were eating on the subway, even though it's much more, everything else that comes with it is a little bit more of a refined experience. That's my food analogy there. So hopefully that makes sense. And I expect both systems to improve. And the Ascent system, remember, that is apparently a lot better now. I need to test that with some proper firmware and some later additions right here. And when do we need to be present to win a prize? I'm going to take the wife to see lights for a few. As long as you have entered Chef Bruno on this right here, you will be able to be contacted, which is this post right here. It's linked in the description. As long as you put your comment on here, I'll be able to contact you. So don't worry. I am so grateful that you have tuned in, signed up. I do not expect you to have to watch this, just hoping that you are going to like be here when I draw your name. This is just for you guys, so people who want to hang out, have a good time, connect, to let them know that they are valued, they are cared about. If you have other things to go and do, I hope you have an amazing day. You are worth it. You deserve to have a fantastic time, and I'm really proud of you. So this is going out to everybody out there, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just to let you know that you are valued. The Hills have FPV says, I don't like all the new digital systems that are coming out. Seems like a lot of proprietary systems that won't be around for too long. And yeah, nobody likes the fragmentation. But here, I'm gonna be devil's advocate here. We're gonna play the flip side of that. Every single system that has come out has been like that. So it's not just now. You have to apply that argument to like when DJI came out, when HD0 came out, when CADX came out. You have to say the same thing, that it's not just the new systems that have been proprietary. It is all digital systems. So don't let the other big three off the hook just because these new ones aren't as well established. They all had to start in a situation like that when, all right, we're moving from analog to digital. That's what DJI had to do, and they broke away a large chunk of that market. What is probably interesting is just the important part. Make sure your goggles have a HDMI in so you can attach that VRX. And that's what people say too about the Ascent system. They were like, it's a dead-end system. You've got no way to upgrade it or where to go to from there. Now you can get a VRX, and you can also get the VTX separately. The ArtLink system, same sort of deal. At the moment, you can only get it in that bind and fly with this right here. You can only get it with this. However, I think that's going to change. I think they understand that they need to open this up to more people. It's not just locked into one system. You can still buy the DJI Vistas today, though. I'm not so confident about the newer systems. I wish there was more open digital systems that companies made compatible hardware for. Well, that's what OpenIPC is. You do have OpenIPC, and apparently, take this with a grain of salt, this system right here, the ArtLink system, this one's from Beta FPV, but ArtLink is going to be used by a few. I think they're building a very, vendors and manufacturers are looking at that as the base for that's what they're going to base their products on this ecosystem. And this ArtLink system would be able to work with, let's just pretend if Emacs made one, it'll be able to connect up and bind and work together. So yeah. Beta FPV says in the future it will work on other goggles. Well, that's from Frederick. So yes. All right. Should we do another giveaway, guys? This one, the next prize you get to pick. So let's have a look here. you can either choose between these two, because these are sister companies or like sister stores. I don't know the exact terminology to use here. All right. So, and Hills have FPV says if several other companies make compatible FPV systems, that'd be great. I like Beta FPV, but I don't want to get locked into proprietary stuff. Well, that's where you really then should stay on analog. That's the only true option here. Otherwise, any other digital system, you are going to be pushed into one ecosystem or another. All right, so here's our next giveaway. Let's see how we go. So you can either choose my favorite coffee ever. So I think you were going to either get 3 kilos of coffee from these guys, except we'll see which one it is. 3 lots of 1 kilos. What do we got here? What coffee beans? Let's have a look. So this is from Central Coast Coffee. You can either get 3 kilos of coffee. You may have to pay shipping, or you can choose a gift card from Phaser FPV. You get to choose one or the other. Maybe you really like some coffee and you want to say, hey, thanks for supporting Stu's stream all the time, Central Coast Coffee. I would love to try out the world's greatest tasting coffee. Or maybe like, you know what, I really need some drone parts, or I really need some props, or whatever it's going to be. You can choose. So this is up to the winner to choose which one they're going to like. But let's do this for a giveaway. So I take this link. Let's copy link. And I've written down this profile. That was the last winner. So Mr. Many cannot win twice. We'll go here. Let's load. We'll see who's here. Oh, we've got some more users right here. Let's see. And we're going to randomly draw a winner. Good luck. Give me, I need like another 5 thumbs up before I press this draw winner button. There we go. Look at me milking the algorithm here. Someone's saying, this conversation makes me want to choose HD0 versus DJI. I want to get DJI because of how it looks in the goggles and penetration. Yep. And what makes you want to get HD0? Best thing about HD0 is if you're racing, it's going to be the latency. And the other part would be any goggle that you get, please make sure that it's got HDMI in. So HD0 has a HDMI port in. Great choice if you want to get some other external VRXs. The biggest problem about DJI is they have amazing image, amazing range, amazing penetration. We're not even going to get into stock and bands, anything like that, but they don't have HDMI in. If they did that, they would be the #1 goggle choice, I think, for almost all pilots. Someone's saying, who would pass on free coffee? Fresh free coffee here. Amazing free coffee. All right, let's draw a winner. Who's going to get this one? Whoa! Okay. Congratulations, and I'm sure everybody in the chat should let's give Johnny DRC here a round of applause, because he is here week in, week out. So Johnny DRC, well done. I'm gonna put this down here. I feel stoked for you, Johnny DRC, because you are here week in, week out. He's saying, yo! So there we go. Merry Christmas. You may have to pay shipping on any of these prizes, depending on where people's lives. I'm going to leave that for you. I will pass these emails and get these contacts. It depends on what it is. Like, obviously, you can choose coffee or you can choose a gift voucher. And if you have to pay tariffs or imports wherever people live, that's beyond what the vendor has agreed to. So you can chat with them about that. But yeah, this is just the free stuff that, like, yo, all right, we can give away some products or some gift cards or whatever it may be. So congratulations, Johnny DRC. I'm proud of you, mate. There we go. Little Christmas maybe didn't come early, but it's come today for you. Other people saying congrats as well. Look at all the chat here, because I have to be honest, out of everybody, I think Johnny DRC, if I had a look at my top posts, or top amount of users and comments, and who have been, it must be like 8 years that Johnny DRC has been around here. So let us know, what are you going to get, Johnny DRC? Are you going to get some coffee? Or are you going to take a gift card to Phaser FPV? Dodgy saying, still be cheaper than buying it, so no stress. Yeah, it's all a Christmas bonus here. Okay, while we're loading up some of the next prizes and give other people a chance, if you would like to join in those giveaways, you just, like, there is a link in the description. Go to there. It'll take you to this post right here. Just leave a comment on here, and that's where it is. Like, it says we've got 18 at the moment. I'm sure if we refresh this, we got 36 replies here. So still some really cool stuff here. Dodgy says, I don't know what that word actually means, that he won the second one because they get better from here. The prizes do start to ramp up just a little bit. And I just got a pretty cool message that I am going to be, let me add this. Because Rising Sun just sent me a message like, hey Stu, we'd love to help the community and just supporting. They've just thrown a TX15S in here, so a brand new radio. That's a pretty sweet one, to be honest. So that will be coming up in the stream as we start to head towards I don't want to say the inappropriate words here on stream, but head towards the crescendo. That might be what we're talking about. All right. Johnny, Dodgy's saying he'd be upset if he won it. No, you're not allowed to be upset. Anybody who wins a prize, if you get upset that you won something, you're going to be in trouble. All right? I will send Santa Claus to your house. Johnny DRC says he's thinking he'll let me know before the end of the stream. Yes, I must say, Central Coast Coffee makes amazing coffee. That's where it's at. Now, I'm also going to give myself a little shout out here. If you would like to, we do have, I'm doing a bit, not a fundraiser, but I am working towards, I don't know why YouTube doesn't show this, or maybe it does, it just doesn't let me know it. Let me know if you can see this. But I set a little tally. We're trying to get to, we're on $12 so far, heading towards a board game right here. This is what I am working towards. We're heading towards being able to purchase this board game. This is my Christmas goal that I'm working towards, and we're up to $12 so far. So thank you if that is you. I wish YouTube would actually display that goal properly. I don't know how to do that. I'm not savvy enough to be able to do that. But I digress. Dodgy saying it was a positive comment. Yeah, I think Johnny DRC is going to be pretty stoked with Central Coast Coffee there. So let's talk actually a little bit of drone news, because this is a last real thing that people will ask about, and then we can have some fun, give some more things away, and just let you know that you are cared about, you are valued. That is that the FCC ban, and what does that mean for the hobby? Now, I did a video about this, talking about like, hey, DJI is now there as well, and it looks like some people have said this is the end of the hobby, or I think Bruce did a good video. It was called "Ban the Entire Hobbies," or banning an entire hobby. I saw the thumbnail. I still need to watch that. But what does that mean? And my video, which is a couple of days, and maybe some things have changed, and if you have some more information, please let me know in the chat. But if you are in the States, it is not a great time for FPV, for drones, but don't freak out. Please don't go and panic buy. We don't know truly what this means. I think, like, when I'm looking at some of the stores, you could still buy things. So even things without FCC certification, you can still purchase them, because how are you going to regulate a motor or something that is not on that list? Thank you very much there. I'm just going to call you GRAD. I'm going to shorten that. Hopefully that's okay there. We're up to $22. There we go. Thank you very much. Heading towards my super chat goal. Oh, actually, it does. I can see a little icon in the top left-hand corner. Maybe we're at 3 out of 20. There we go. So thank you very much for that. It is very much appreciated getting us closer there. Let me let me let me. I'll jump back to that in a minute. But the FCC ban, like, I don't know how they're going to regulate things that they have no jurisdiction over actually regulating. Now there could be security risks or whatever they would like to mention. I don't know if that's their actual job though, to say, hey, this motor has no way of communicating and we're in charge of regulating that. I don't understand how they expect to do that. When they talk about like products that are foreign made and everything has to be built in the States, well, that's there have been, it used to be like anti-China, and then so a lot of manufacturers moved outside of China to start making things so they could still continue to sell there. And now those places, I'm like, well, what does that mean? I have to actually now move again and move my production actually stateside. So I don't know what those companies are going to do. And if you go to somewhere like, let's have a look here. Like Get FPV. And you type in NDAA, these products you will still be able to purchase. So these are all going to be compliant. You're going to be able to get these. And this is from TBS. TBS actually does have a factory over in the States. I was speaking to Trappy like 2 days ago, sent him some messages, and he said he was at this factory. So you will still have some options. It is just a very messy gray area at the moment. Like here's a flight controller you can get. You might have to pay a little bit more. I think everybody was kind of expecting that though. If you're in the States and you want something manufactured there, you're gonna have to pay more than that. And I don't know what these stock levels will do in the future, but TBS is at least over there. You have an option. And I would recommend, if you are going to support a company that's going to be making some of these products, people talk about Unusual Machines, which is sort of a spin-off from, not a spin-off, but like is connected to Rotor Riot and has some direct links to the administration. That is very extremely financially motivated, and I do not believe they have the best interest in the hobby at all. If I had to choose between Unusual Machines and TBS, I would choose TBS every single day. They have been here from the start. Trappy and the guys behind Team Black Sheep have always supported the community. I think you would be hard pressed to find a race event leading up, like in the last decade, where TBS, the major ones, hasn't been a part of. They've done so much and helped so many pilots get flying and come out with some really, really cool gear. I would support TBS. So that's my recommendation. And I think everybody here in the chat as well, if it was Unusual Machines versus TBS, which company do you think deserves your money more? Looks like Trappy setup is going to be the way to go for people over in the States. That's from Sulfur FPV. Yep. And I'm not sure if I made a comment in the correct spot for entering the giveaway. I commented on DIY FPV. Yeah, well, you need to go to that post and read that post. It needs to be in there, not just a random post on DIY FPV. That's not going to get you in there. It has to be a comment to that exact post that I linked in the chat. That's how it'll get loaded in there. Someone says I can't get DIY FPV to work. I don't know how to help you with that one there. Anthony, should just be able to go to DIYFPV.com and then just put a post on here. Like all these people have. Look at this. All these people have just left a response to this right here. Giveaway time. Read carefully so you don't ruin your chances. So do that here. Leave a comment on this part. Love Lucid stacks a lot, although I did get a few new Halo stacks too. Unusable machines. I like that. And I agree there with Vessel RX as well. Bardwell and Madstech said NDAA is not required to built in the USA, just not restricted countries like China. I understand HC0 is NDA stuff, but not built in the USA. I think, well, I don't know the exact specifications of that, but that is still there. And Trappy has a factory in the States anyway. So there is, that's TBS has something in the States going for them. Trappy and TBS are awesome. Yes, I agree. Really cool guys. Like even every time I've hung out with him in person, it's just been like just hanging out with one of the lads, talking drones, talking flying, having a good time. Um, Other people saying they can't get the website to work. I don't know how to get in 404 error. You try clicking the link on my in the description of this YouTube video. Maybe that's just Santa Claus doesn't want you to have a new radio, which who wants a new radio? Should we do that? Let's do that right now. Let's do another giveaway right here. So it is time for our giveaway. Where have we gone? Let's have a look here. We've got to find a link to that giveaway chooser again. This one is going to be from we're going to start with this radio. And I better check that. I don't know the exact color, so bear with me right here. Okay, let's give away one of these radios. So this is the Radiomaster T8L. I think I actually have that right here. Oh, this is even easier. So somebody's going to win an Express ELRS radio right here. I think this is like an easy choice before the Pocket. Like the Pocket was my number one choice for somebody starting out. This radio is solid. It's got some serious legs for the price. $34 or $35. Incredible. Highly recommended. I think most reviewers you would have watched online have really liked this as well. Someone's saying you have to click the link, bot, cut, and paste. I don't know what you mean there. Oh, you have to click the link, not cut and paste. Okay, yeah, maybe click that link there. Okay. Anyway, this radio, it's awesome. Highly recommended. Recommended, yes. Radiomaster T8L. It's really cool. Let's give one away. And I will go over to our post right here. We're going to copy this link. Imagine if I just deleted that post, I'd be upset. And here's our giveaway winner, which we're going to find in just a minute. Let's load all these comments. All right, we're getting a few more. And remember, you cannot win twice. And I don't want to hear any complaining if somebody's like, "Oh man." And if I win, I'm not going to be. I will redraw if I win. Okay. Let's see who's going to win the Radiomaster T8L. You may have to pay for shipping. You may have to pay any taxes or imports. This is just Radiomaster saying, "Yeah, all right, we got one here. We can figure something out." Here it goes. Here it goes. Hey, there we go. Another usual viewer here. So that's Chris Croft or Crofton77. Let me type this down. And I just don't want to dox everybody's information here on the stream. We're going to do another one straight up after this. Let's do another radio actually. So that's the T8L. And we'll go here. I'll copy this. I'm not going to be checking my messages that people are sending me on here as well. So I know I need to have a look at some of these up here, but let's ignore that. Alrighty, now the good thing is every time I can click load here as well, it's not just the same information, is actually going to load in brand new data. So if you have just entered or you haven't entered yet, please, the link is in the description. It'll take you here, put a post on. But the next thing we're going to give away is, let's go to one of my all-time favorites. Oh, actually, I can do this straight from here. Is one of these. So this is the next radio to give away. Is this one. And let me just check the color, because I think the color, when I asked, this is direct from Radiomaster. They said they have. Okay. I've got the radios correct, the colors incorrect. So the T8L, so this is what Chris just won, will be green. blue. And the Radio Master Pocket Crush, that's going to be green. So do we have a pit? This is what somebody's going to win right now. I love the Pocket Radio. This was my go-to. I still have it downstairs. I put new gimbals in mine. I upgraded it. It's fantastic. Highly recommend it as well. Great price. Radio Master do some amazing stuff. It's rocking ELRS. I'm sure there is a lot of people here that say, hey, this is a good radio, and that is for a good reason, because for the price to performance, you just get an awful lot from here. It is one of the few radios which has an arm switch on the right and left, or I guess a latching switch, which works for me. And it's got a foldable antenna. It's just, it's really easy. It doesn't break. It's robust. Again, great value entry radio if you're getting into FPV. So let's see who's going to win this. To find out who that is going to be, just head over to DIY FPV. There'll be a description. And that is, you just have to leave a comment on this specific post here. So this post right here, we've got 43 people. Don't just put a random comment on DIY FPV. I want to see your post right here. So do that. Let's see who is going to win this. And you're going to have to give me a couple of days to go through here and contact people and all that sort of stuff. But I am making a list. Don't stress. Let's load this. Load the entries. And remember, you cannot win twice. So I'm going to actually refresh this just to make sure. Load. All right, here we go. Oh, it's put them all. Okay, so I loaded. Here's all our entries. Let's see. This is for the green pocket. Oh, there we go. Look at that. There we go. So I think you were just asking, have you put your comment in the correct place? It looks like you have. So let me just go to your profile right here. I'm going to copy this. That's for the green pocket. I will be in touch. So the good thing is too here, all of these, I can just click, for me, I can click send a message. And what I like about doing it here, it's very easy to prove who is who. I don't have to worry about YouTube comments or anything like that because I can direct message you straight on this site. So we're not going to get any imposters saying, hey, actually, that's me. Send me that radio, those sorts of things. So yeah, congratulations. That's cool. That's very, very cool. Dodgy's pumped as work. It's some work, Stu. We get you. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. That's right. Okay. Should we just keep hanging out? Would you guys? Sure. We've got two choices. Do we just be like, yeah, that's the stream, or do we keep giving things away, having fun? Maybe we should up the ante, get some cooler prizes here. You guys let me know in the chat why we're doing that. I do want to give a shout out to Radio Master for providing those. They sent me this for Christmas. Which actually, was there something else? Radio Master sent me actually like a scarf, like a really nice scarf. I don't know if it's like a cashmere scarf or something, and it says Radio Master all over it. But again, we are melting here in Australia. Like wearing this for this whole stream, I am sweating. It is not cold at all. So thank you very much there, Radio Master. I do really like the little touches. I don't know how many people have a special drone scarf here. It's very fancy. But it's definitely too warm for me to wear. And they sent me a little card with a gold feather on here and a handwritten note, which I have to say, Merry Christmas to them. That was very nice that was here. I then thought to myself, that's been spray painted gold, which is fine, but our biosecurity laws here in Australia are pretty significant. So I don't know what that means. I think they sent me to this is a EDC RJ11 flashlight. A little bit random. Okay. Does it have batteries? Does it come with batteries? I don't know. They sent me a flashlight, and then I haven't even opened this part. What is this? A bag. Maybe a shopping bag? Okay. That's I kind of would like it if I saw somebody with a shopping bag doing their shopping here in Australia with a Radio Master bag. I do even have a run cam bag actually. So yeah, there you go, Radio Master. Thanks very much for those gifts. If these were like board shorts, like swimmers, that's what I want next year, Radio Master. I don't want no warm scarves, please. I really like them and I'm very grateful. But if we're thinking for next year, a pair of like board short swimmers would be pretty cool. That's same material. We can just use whatever that bag's there. Someone's saying melting, like a U Scotland is freezing, but it's coldish there. Does it ever get cold down under? It does down south a little bit more, but right now the weather, let's have a look. It's only 27 degrees Celsius. What's that in freedom units? Or 80, 81 freedom units. But the humidity is like insane. It's extremely muggy right here. Dodgy saying, cut 2 bags in the hole. All right, should we do another giveaway? Handy Racer says, UAVfutures Hawaiian shirts for next Christmas. Yes, I am 100% down for that. Think t-shirts like this, shirts like this. I am all for that. That's if they know their audiences. Okay, let's head over to this store right here because they've given us something very special and extremely short notice. Shout out to Zach because I sent him a message this morning and said, yo, I'm doing a Christmas stream. Would you like to be involved? He's like, yeah, man, absolutely. I'd love to support the hobby. So heading over here, this is Rising Sun. We have from them I better double check the actual model number to give away. A TX15S. So let's type that exactly in here. I have to remember I don't know what the S stands for. So here we go. We've got one of these radios right here to give away. Now, Rising Sun makes amazing stuff. They do heaps of 3D printing stuff as well. Without Rising Sun and Zach, we would also not have the Australian National Championships wouldn't be what they are today in FPV. Zach was instrumental in ensuring how that run and handing that over to the FPV Rebels, and just the amount of work that he has put into FPV behind the scenes says a lot about just his amazing character. He is a really cool dude anyway, but just talking about FPV, he has done a lot for our hobby. So if you want to go check out Rising Sun, maybe you just want to write, I love Rising Sun in the chat, just to show them how much you appreciate them. Australia has some amazing stores, and Zach does some very cool stuff. And also, they have some of the coolest t-shirts. If I type, maybe there's a space that we need here. Like I wear this one all the time. These are, I don't know, just go check out their t-shirts. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, just some really well-designed, cool t-shirts as well. Go check them out. Someone's saying it's 5 degrees there in California. Yeah, that sounds a little bit cold. Chris Crawford saying Zach is a great guy. Other people saying nice radio. Yep. All right. If you would like to win that radio, make sure you enter that giveaway. Let's do that now. Where is it? We'll go back. We'll find it. I should actually just post this in the this would be the correct thing to do. Let me post this in the chat as well. And if you are wondering, how do we do that? I'm going to post this. Copy link. Leave a comment on this. Okay, so there's also I've just posted a link there. That's what you need to go to in the chat if you have not left a comment on this post right here. So we're going to load this chat here. Oh, I just saw this tick over. We've got 44 responses. A pretty good chance to win. Go do that. It looks like I'm wearing a crown. Yeah, this is my Christmas crown right here. Okay, let's do this. This is from Rising Sun. We are going to, I don't know what color this is going to be. You may have to pay shipping or taxes or anything like that. This is just amazing vendors who have come together and say, yeah, we've got a radio. You may have to pay shipping and taxes, any of those parts. Maybe you're in Australia, maybe you're next door, and he says, come pick it up. Wherever it is, that's between you and Rising Sun to figure out. I will connect you guys. But let's get excited. Let's see who's going to win this radio. So I copy this link, copy link, and we head to this giveaway right here. We load the entries. Okay, everybody's here. We're going to click draw a winner, and if you've won once, sorry, you're out of the running. It's just how it goes. Let's draw a winner. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Kai Flyer. I think that if that's how you print, amazing. And this is what I like to see too. These users still using the site as well. I really like that. So here we go. Let's copy this. And I'm going to paste this down. Congratulations, you have won this radio. That is the TX15S. Well, I should confirm, you've won the S. I don't know if this is the S on here or what that means. I'm pretty sure, I am very, very sure that it's this one. So anyway, go check that out. I don't know what the color is, but congratulations. You've, maybe you're in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. Anyway, so there we go. That's pretty cool. A $230 radio here in Australia. You've got one. It's going to be heading over your way if you're happy with shipping and all those things. So let's continue here. Do we just keep giving more stuff away? Is that what we want to do? Because I kind of covered everything that I would wanted to talk about, which was really just the FCC and DJI and the long range kit. Should we just keep going? You let me know. Do we want to give away some more things? What about, does anyone want a digital system? We have, I should have probably kept this radio for the last price. This is let's see, what are we looking for? One of these systems. Alrighty. I am melting. This right here, I think I got to take this Christmas hat off, guys. It's way too sweaty. Johnny D are saying, sure, is that a trick question? Ooh, some digital. So we have a Walk Snail Ascent goggles and a light kit to give away. I better just double check. Let's see. You want the good news or the bad news? It's about these goggles here. So you tell me in the chat if you want the good news or the bad news about this giveaway. It's a digital system. It is the Ascent. Someone's saying yes, yes. Make sure you've entered that down below. Remember, this is all just for Christmas, all for fun, all because you guys deserve to have an awesome time. I'm so proud to be here, being in this position where I can talk to you guys, hang out. I feel so privileged because you are amazing. You are valued. You are cared about. And no matter where you are in the world, whether you are sweating and it's 1,000,000 degrees like where I am, or whether you're in the snow and you're just like, man, what am I... you can't make it to your Christmas lunch, or you can't get to go visit friends or family this year. Wherever you are, I would like to let you know that I am proud of you. Thank you for being here. And you are valued, you are cared about. And if you feel isolated, just remember there are people who care about you. And here's a prime example. All these people here in the chat, me doing this on the Christmas day so we can have this time to hang out, just fronting up for you. Please go and speak to somebody if it's getting too much. I know in the past that when I was not having a great time with my mental health. It made a huge difference to my life on the road to recovery. And I am so grateful to be able to be here and help encourage those people and to let them know it's okay to not feel okay. You do not have to feel ashamed or embarrassed. And I understand how hard it is. And to let them know that they're not alone. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Thank you very much there for some kind words to people saying, Stu, you are valued too. Thank you for the giveaway. It is my pleasure, guys. People want the bad news first about this giveaway. The bad news is, like, I was going to give one of these away, so that wasn't too much work. The bad news is that I'm going to have to do a bit more work because we've got 2 to give away. Woo! So let's give away 2 of these systems, okay? That's the good news. The bad news is I'm going to have to do more work. The good news is we can run this twice for you guys. So we've got 2 digital systems from CADX. They were like, yeah, let's give away 2. So there we go. Remember, you have to organize. I will connect you guys. I will tell them who the winner is. I will forward the emails. You need to talk to them about import fees, about taxes, about shipping. None of that has been discussed or has anything to do with me. I'm connecting the 2 parties here. And that's between you guys. I'm not taking any responsibility. I'm just simply saying, hey, these vendors, these companies said, yes, let's give these things out. I'll be able to connect those people. And then you guys are on your own. So if you don't want to pay shipping, you don't want the prize, you do not have to take this prize anyway. But a huge shout out to everybody who's been involved today. But here we go. We've got 2 of these to give away. The CADX Ascent system. I should probably talk about what I like about this system as well. Number one, when you look at what you get, is it is an extremely cheap digital kit. They now have a VRX, which is about to release. I've done some videos about that on some live streams. The VTX itself, I think, is like $35. What you actually get is kind of crazy. The limitations, though, it does not. I had a very early version as well, which broke up into black and white. And when it was on 25 milliwatts, it did not feel like the world's stablest link. It has a lot of legs, and I think there is new VTXs coming as well, which will be coming out soon. We will see what that happens. Remember, those parts, I have not seen any official products about that yet, but stuff is in the pipeline. I believe stuff is in the pipeline, but yeah, it's free, guys. It's some free digital VTXs, and this kit right here, and a pair of goggles and a spare VTX. I don't even have this yet. I want to try out one of the latest firmware versions on a standalone VTX. Santa's on today. Someone's saying you're never alone. God is always there. Well, okay, that's sorry. I was going to say you guys are never alone. I don't want to get too religious right here because everybody can believe whatever they want to believe. That's none of my business. But you are never alone because you are part of this FPV community. Alrighty, let's do it. The first one as a giveaway. If you're going to have a chance to enter. If you haven't, that is this post right here. It's on DIY FPV. I have linked this exact post in this YouTube video. Go check that out. I've just noticed that I get some crazy text at the bottom, like some mirrored text right here. Yeah, go put a comment on this post right here. And this is where we're going to get our winner from. So copy link, our 2 winners from, actually. Johnny DRC saying, thanks for everything you do, Stu. He's got to go, but he'll take the gift card from Phaser FPV that he won before. Maybe he can fix his Lightning. And Chris Crawford saying, I would like to try the 100 FPS VTX on his I think he's going to FPV car. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. Little typo. This would make a great real FPV drone instead of these toys. Oh, the horror. Let's do it. Let's head over here to where is my giveaway page? I think it's this one. Here we go. We're going to post this in. And I'm going to give you about 60 seconds to go have a look and say, all right, where is this? I'm making an account. What is it? I've posted in the chat. It's linked in the description before I click load. And then we're going to be doing it again for another one. Other people are saying DIY FPV rules. Absolutely. We have some really cool things coming as well. Okay. Let's click this load button. I hope you guys are having an amazing Christmas as well. Let me know what you are doing. And why is my Discord messages kicking off? Okay. Here we go. This is the first one. So we're loading. Here's all the entry. Yeah, a pretty good chance of winning, actually. So let's see how we go. Woo! Okay. Trent 0813. Congratulations. Let's click here. I'm going to be sending you a message. This is for the first Ascent. All right. There we go. Is that you in the chat as well there, Trent? Other people saying congratulations. Mr. Memmy saying lucky. But I think you've actually you got some t-shirts there as well there, Mr. Memmy. Dodgy saying good stuff. Trent, we've got Zombie Jesus here. And then that's me with my terrible typing errors. Okay. Alrighty. I'm sitting here printing cases for the CX10s in the mail with the car on my lap. Hope everyone is having a better Christmas. It is better now because you're hanging out with us. So thank you for making our day a little bit better there. JD, other people saying congrats. And look, we probably will be ending the stream in just a little bit. This was just a bonus stream. I know we didn't talk about two, and I do have another one to give away. Don't worry, don't stress. But I want to get this important part out first because I know how YouTube works. I know when the that giveaways there, people will be like, okay, I'm out. But why they are here, this just gives me a chance to really let them know that thank you. Thank you for being part of FPV in 2025. Thank you for just being part of our amazing community and amazing hobby, for tuning in, and to let them know that they are not alone, that they are seen, that you are heard, that you are valued, that you are cared about. And sometimes it may not feel like that, and I know just how isolating sometimes things can be, but just to let them know that we are here for you. And please go and speak to somebody. It made a huge difference in my life. I don't want you to feel ashamed. I want to remove that stigma around mental health, and ultimately just to let you know that we're here for you and you are cared about. That's why I'm doing this. That's why it's Christmas Day. And I'm sitting here, well, it's my Boxing Day, your Christmas Day, where I'm sitting here talking into this microphone to let you know that there are people in this world who care about you. And I'm really grateful that you are here. So thank you. It is my pleasure there, Matt Ray, one of my members here on YouTube. Thank you very much. Every time you see somebody with a little green name here in the chat, thank you for supporting UAVfutures, helping me make these videos. I enjoyed your Chapito review. Are you going to do more fixed wing? I have a Mojito plane downstairs. That scares me. I do like fixed wing. I like the flick wing and the Chapito, but because they're so easy to fly and I'm not too stressed if they're going to crash, I don't really have any interest in some very detailed, I guess you would say more fiddly models that you have to do a precise landing and takeoff from. That scares me because I crash like FPV wings all the time. And I also am not the world's best pilot when it comes to wings. So, or planes. If it's a foam wing I can just throw up in the air and rip around, amazing fun. I recommend everybody to try it. But when it comes to fixed wing things, they have to be robust. It has to hold up to a crash or not. That's from Triple C. I'm very glad that that's really helped you, and wish for the best for you, Stu, and all the community members. It's some nice Christmas messages there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything that you do. All right, let's continue with the last giveaway of the day. Merry Christmas to all, or happy holidays, whatever you want to do. I'm going to post this copy link in the chat. Which is there. I'm going to give you a second if you would like to win one of these. Make sure you're in the entry for that, which is, where are we? I just posted it in the chat here anyway. I'm trying to find, I've got so many tabs open. Nope, nope. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So this is going to be our last Christmas bonus right here, going out to you guys. And Ascent VTX, like I mentioned, we did speak about it before. Who was the last person? We just gave one of these away, but we got another one to give away. So that was from Trent0813. And let me know where you're watching from as well. Someone saying, thank your family for giving up some of your time. Yeah, I actually have to say thank you. I'm going to do this. Thanks for reminding me, because I'll be able to show my wife this part of the video. But dear wife, thank you so much for your support and helping me with UAVfutures and letting me the opportunity to be able to do this. Your support, without Mrs. UAVfutures, I would never be able to do this. She has been like there the whole way since the start and has always believed in what we do here on the channel. She has always been there, listened to me, even when I talk about drones like nonstop. She is the most incredible woman that when people like, I cannot even describe how amazing and how in love with my wife I am. Like, I can't even talk properly, like, thing. It would just, I feel blessed every single day. Like, I have to pinch myself to be like, I won the lotto with her, and she is always so supportive and so kind. And you know what? I believe that you become like the people that you hang around, and she has made me such a better person. So a lot of this kindness that I think I have sort of started to really believe in, and like paying it forward and helping people, that's Mrs. UAVfutures that is affecting me, that is now going out there affecting you guys as well. So yeah, to my lovely darling wife, thank you so much. I love you so much, and without you, this channel, this hobby would not be the same. So yeah. She's currently taking the kids to the park. That's an example that she's like, all right, I'll take the kids out so we can do this Christmas special, because she believes in this too. She believes in like helping people and knows the impact that this can have on people and changing people's lives. So because of her, she's like, yep, it's going to help some people. She's taking the kids to the park. They're running around playing, and she'll be back later, because I was like, it'd be better if the house was a little bit quieter without a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old running around playing with their Christmas presents. Okay. Let's give away. She won with you, Stu. That's okay. Here's the crazy part. You know, when I first met my wife, I was adamant that I did not want a girlfriend at all. This is like over a decade ago. It's getting personal now. I was like, no way, no way. I was so smitten and just like absolutely head over heels for her that I was like, it was annoyingly frustrating how amazing she was. I was like, it was like a spell. I didn't want, I was not looking for love at all, and I was swept off my feet by that amazing woman. Okay, let's continue. It's giveaway time, guys. This is the last giveaway of the stream. Congratulations to everybody who is here. Make sure you have commented on DIYFPV. That's this part right here. This is the last post. We've got 44 replies in here. If you haven't done it, you've had the whole stream to go and do it. So let's copy this link. I wonder if I refresh, will there be more on here? Oh, we've got 59. Yeah, 59. I don't think that link wouldn't update anyway, so let's do this. Here's our giveaways. This is for the Cadex Ascent system. We're going to load all our entries in here. Alrighty. And if you've already won, sorry, you're going to have to, I'm going to redraw if you already win. If I win, I don't want, you know what? I really do want an Ascent VTX and Light VTX. Let me just change this code behind the scenes, make sure that Stu wins. But no, if I win, I will also redraw as well. Do I press this button? Let's have a look. Who's going to win? Here's all our entries are loaded in here. The last giveaway of the day. Here we go. Congratulations. Good luck all. Congratulations to whoever's going to win. Here we go. This, I can't even pronounce this user from Singapore. We do have a little Merry Christmas message right here. So congratulations to this user right here. Let's post this. You will be getting from Cadex Ascent System 2. I will be contacting people through DIY FPV. Give me a couple of days. It's Christmas. It's been flat out here. I am looking forward to just letting my luscious hair down, just letting my locks out and being like, okay, taking a bit of a breather. It's been a pretty wild December here, but congratulations to that user. You will be having something sent there. Dirk85, thank you very much. He sent through a congratulations. Thank you for becoming a member. If you would like to support UAVfutures, I'm going to talk about my own channel here. That little member button is down below. That does make a huge difference to this channel. YouTube is harder than ever to make videos about. I don't really talk about the finances behind it. But if you're in a position when you're like, you know what, Stu, I never really thought about it, but I would like to help, that is there. That will make a huge difference to what we do on the channel. There's a little join button. You get some bonus videos, some bonus content. You get a cool name here. You get some emojis when you're going to be on the live streams. So, and you also get to be an amazing person just knowing that you are helping us do that. So if today's the day when you've never really thought about it and you're like, Stu, I do appreciate everything that this channel stands for, everything that UAVfutures is doing, getting people flying and also promoting like positive mental health and enjoying this hobby. Thank you. I'm saying thank you. If that is specifically one of those people who is a member here or a Patreon, thank you for your support. It makes a bigger difference than you know. And I don't really talk about YouTube finances very much, but yeah, this is my full-time job. This is what we do. I was a school teacher before this, and yeah, it's with a lot of thanks that I have to that I have for those people. Okay. Mr. Manny saying, thank you, Stu. Merry Christmas. Congratulations. Merry Christmas to everybody. Other people saying congratulations. It has been an absolute pleasure being here on this Christmas Day, hanging out with you guys. We will, there we go. Thank you very much. I'm just going to say Conrad. Is that okay? Thank you very much there, Conrad, for becoming a member today. Like I mentioned, it does make a difference. Thanks, Dodgy, as well. He's saying, nice, Conrad. Dodgy's been around here in the channel for a long time as well, so thank you. It is amazing the connections that we make in FPV. And sorry, I was just thinking about, I guess I should probably mention this part too. So I got an email that I needed to write back to, and this is all about connections and how this is real. And even though I'm not hanging out with you in person, that doesn't mean that you are not cared about and you are not valued about. This is a shout out to Sandy, which a really good friend of mine, Russell Wolf, he passed away a few months ago, and I never met him in person. I just spoke to him about drones, and because of this is how we connected over UAVfutures, and it was a really special friend of mine. And I got an email from his wife Sandy, and just saying Merry Christmas and some things. So I just like to let her know that I am thinking of you, and I'm thinking of Russ. And if there is anything that you ever need, please send me an email. I will do everything I can to help. And I don't know what it's like for you, and I can't, but I think about Russ often, and we still, with me and my friends, talk about what an amazing person Russ was, and he will always be in our hearts. So, yeah. Look, we got other people saying, they miss him a lot. Like I know Zombie Jesus knew Russ as well. He really was. He's saying he was a real one. Yeah, we missed. It will be missed. He was a great person. And when I think about him, there's nothing but joy and kindness from that amazing man. And I think about you too, Sandy. Thank you. I do. Okay. Well, Dodgy saying he had a big heart. He did. He did. That's the Christmas stream, guys. Wherever you are, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. Whether you are just kicking back, relaxing by yourself, maybe you're at a family gathering having a great time. Maybe your family's grading you a little bit and you've just snuck off to the car to watch a bit of YouTube and have a bit of a little bit of mental mindfulness. It has been a pleasure hanging out with you guys. I'm just reading some chat here. I still have a personal email that you sent me a couple of years ago because it made me feel so good. Oh, thanks, Conrad. It's my pleasure, my friend, because this is real. This is real. You know, a lot of people think that social media is a lot of smoke and mirrors and you can't really trust what is happening behind the camera, but that's not what it's like on UAVfutures. This is just, I imagine this as I'm the same as you guys. I love these flying little crazy robots. And the only difference is that I point a camera at it. I film it when I'm at the field flying around with my friends, and I want you to feel like you're there with me as well. So it goes both ways. It is so I'm so grateful to be hanging out with you, and this is how we hang out, because I can't make it over to everywhere in the world, but if it was, it would be exactly like this. You guys are absolutely incredible. Yeah. All right. I guess last thing, check this out. This is not really. So this is what my jumper came in from Anti-Gravity, and this has to be the coolest FPV box I have ever seen. Check this out. So when I slid out, my jumper was in here, and then it says Merry Christmas. Like, is that? I don't know how that works. Amazing, amazing. So that was this cool jumper here, which is also super cool. All right. What I suggest, look after yourself, no matter where you are. Remember, you are valued, you are cared about. It's not just hyperbole, it's true. If your ears are hearing this, maybe they were meant to, because you definitely are not alone. You are seen and you are heard. Head over to DIY FPV because we have an amazing community there. Like the map feature, it's how you can connect with other pilots all over the world. I think USA has taken over Europe right here, but these are all pilots all over the place. You can send them a message. You can meet up for some flights, do some really cool things. We've got so many cool tools in here as well, but I don't want to go through that right now because it's all about the people. It's all about you guys. It's all about the community. Stay safe. Have a nice holiday. I hope you have a nice break. And always remember that you are valued and cared about and seen and heard. And even if you feel isolated, that we as a community are here for you. All right. You guys are amazing. Dare I say, I love you all. I do. I love you. I love all of you. There you go. All right. Merry Christmas, guys.